Unity based on a mere tolerance of physical, cultural, linguistic, social, religious, political, ideological, and psychological differences towards a more complex unity, which is based on an understanding that differences enrich human interactions. So that's what we are talking about today. Nigeria consists of so many different tribes. And we need to be mindful, we need to hold these conversations to bring things up into the open, because we keep treating it like ostriches, keep it under the carpet. On the surface, we appear to be okay.
Whatever you do, you've taken time out to be here today. Just make sure that you leave with something. Open up your hearts to receive what our amazing speakers will be sharing with us today, so that you can take something away. Dr. Busai talked about unity in diversity, and there's so many conversations that happen behind closed doors that affect the way we see one another. We have amazing tribes, wonderful, diverse languages, but it's that unity that we're trying to push forward and we're trying to go for. So as you hear our speaker stories today, please open up your heart and continue the conversation after today. So let's get right into it, shall we?
Alright, so I'm going to do an icebreaker, which I do with different Nigerian volunteers. So when I say Asa, clap once. Can we practice? Asa. And now when I say Asana, you clap 4 times. So Asana. 4 times, guys. Alright. Asa. Asa. Asana. 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 Thank you. My name is Sworte Pearse. I know I have most on Nigerian name on Spanish. But to tell you a little bit about my background, in 1897, a Sierra returnee from Brazil didn't decide to go home, and he decided to get on a ship and found himself in what we call Bonny. And then he met a very vibrant Nigerian man called King Jaja. And he followed King Jaja to Opopo, which is currently in southern Nigeria. And then my parents happened, and of course I'm here. So my name is Jennifer Pearse. It's actually Jennifer Tamno Sowa Pearse. And Tamno Sowa means the one that God brought. I like to hold that. But when I was young, I didn't really feel like I was, oh gosh, God really brought, right? Because of my youthful exuberance. When I was growing up, I didn't really think that there was anything different about me. I just felt like I was in a country that didn't really fit me. But soon, maybe one day I'll escape and find myself somewhere like Canada. Just like some people, you know. But basically, when I was 7 in 2000, I grew up in a community of French people. My father was working for Total. And I remember I was going to school, very happy, very excited that morning. And when we got to the gate, we were faced with angry youth that were throwing tenders, busting bottles, and really causing the robbers at the gate. And later on that day, I found out it was because they felt like their community wasn't paying them back. So like, you may know, the oil-rich Delta, like Niger Delta, a lot of young people feel like they are cheated, right? A lot of young people feel like the oil that belongs to them, they don't benefit. Now that stuck with me. And that was the day I knew that beyond being from Port Harcourt, I had a tribe, and other people had tribes. And I went to secondary school, went to boarding house, and in one room, you had 4 people. You would have someone from Uwe, and I went to school in Nigerian, Edo State. You had someone from Uwe. You had someone who had just come back because their parents said that they insulted their grandmother, so they had to come back to Nigeria so that they can learn a lesson or two. Then you had people like me, thinking our parents betrayed us by putting us in boarding house, right? Does anybody feel that way? Thinking our parents betrayed us, and why I was in this place. But now I look back at it and I say, God, I thank you. Because that was my first social experiment, just like Big Brother, where I was forced to meet people and for the first time speak pidgin English, which I felt was like music to my ears. Now years went by and I found out that I was going to be going to school in America, my real home. And then I started practicing how I'll speak, practicing how I'll walk up to the airplane. I'm like, oh hi, excuse me, is that my seat? The things we thought when we were younger. I got to America and life happened. Hung out with different kinds of people. I got obsessed with Korean dramas. In fact, I thought I was Korean at the point. I was living life, all what we call Gucci. So for me, it was the usual life. In 2012, I wanted to get a job, and they said, you have to get an internship. You have to do community service. And I will never forget, I asked myself, what has community done for me that I want to do for community? So they said, before you work in this social development space, you have to have an internship, and you have to be able to help others. I said, why not? Me and a bunch of my friends, we came together and we said, you know what, let's apply for that Chicago trip. While they're doing their community service, we'll run away, probably go and see how town is, come back right before they finish, and of course, they've done the thing for the day. But little did I know that I was being set up for what would become my lifestyle. So we went to a hall just like this, with names listed everywhere that said the trips we were going to. I was excited. Me and a bunch of my friends are going to go to Chicago, we're going to be having fun, we're going to be having spring break. So everybody was going list to list. Some people were going to the Bahamas to do community service. I'll go on that kind of trip. Some people were going to New Orleans. Some people were going to inner cities like Philadelphia. So I'm looking for my name, Pearse. And I see Pine Ridge Native American Reservation, South Dakota. Now, if you know anything about America, you know South Dakota is not where black people go to. In fact, you should have no business in the upper regions. So for me, I felt like my life was over. 1 week, my plan was gone. So I got on the trip, in the plane. In fact, most people that were traveling through the airport were going on international trips. We were the only local trip to be going to our destination, right? So when we got there, everybody was happy. In my mind, I said, I do not understand these people. Today, why do you think of their faces? You're going to the middle of nowhere. No internet, no Facebook. This cannot be spring break. The things I bothered about when I was young. So I'm there, sitting on the bus when we get there, and when I'm looking up at the TV, I see the Trayvon Martin story. And I'm like, how great. Just another reminder that I'm black, and I'm going to the middle of nowhere where black people are not really accepted. So we get there, and I'm sitting down, and a former classmate of mine was a senior. And in America, different classes, you can have a class with the senior even if you're a freshman. And I asked her, I said, are you not going back to India? What are you doing here, Anika? And she said, if you can ask me this question at the end of this week, I'll give you $100. Man, I'm a Nigerian. Who don't like house? I said, no problem, $100, let's do it. And I just remembered driving across those plains where you have Mount Rushmore, the first 4 presidents. I could feel an energy that was so dry, an energy that was so bitter and sad. I felt like life was being drawn out of me. It was that depressing. And we get to this hall, people receiving us with garlands, and I'm like, okay, this might be nice, and these people are friendly here. And we're sitting there, and an old Indian Native American man walks in with a feather on his head. And the first thing I thought about was, wow, these people really dance around teepees and bonfires. What have I gotten myself into? And he walks in and he carries a mic. And he says, today I'm talking to you about oppression. And oppression unites us. I have no idea. And he starts giving examples. And he says, does anybody here know Kennedy Sarajevo? Now I'm from Opopo. And just by boat, Ogoni land, if you've known about Ogoni land, it's just about 5 minutes from Opopo. And I'm shocked. How did I come all the way to South Dakota to hear about the history that I'm so used to? And he speaks about oppression and how oppression unites us. And I see everybody so teary-eyed and everybody so sad. And in my mind, I felt guilty because this was a story so close to my heart, but I did not care. Why? Because I couldn't wait to get out of Nigeria. And here I am, how many miles away from home, and I'm being reminded of one of the truths of my life. Life went on that week, had an amazing time. Before I could know, we got together and we did community service, and I was excited. I said, I'm going to go home and I'm going to use this replica. I went back to Nigeria that December 2013, and I used the social experiment. I got my friends together in Port Harcourt and we went to my mother's village. And there, in that time, I realized that brotherly love, communication, and one shared vision can champion change and make people see themselves beyond what they realize. And since that day, my truth has been, when you ask me, where are you from? Before I say I'm a Bobo, before I say I'm Rivers, before I say I'm a job, I always say I'm Nigerian. And that's why I am here today, just like everybody else, just to tell you that you are Nigerian. And before you could tell anybody anything, you have to remember that Nigeria needs you more than you need her. Thank you.
Do you believe in the pledge you just recited, the pledge and the words you just said? There are many times that honestly, I don't believe in Nigeria. Nor do I believe in unity and diversity in this country. But how can I? When I am forced to breathe an air filled with refuse that I must perceive. When my tribe uses my identity instead of my unifying nationality. Everybody's running to another country, looking for pastures that are actually green, without realizing that they are leaving behind people that are suffering because of people's ignorance, because they are living in poverty. Do we truly understand the state of the nation? Why do we take pride in comments that are so snide, that pierce our hearts, forcing us to diverge and depart? Do we truly understand that a population of 199 million people feels so little and so broken? We are scattered all over the world, doing amazing things as individuals, but instead we go and build other nations. Being Nigerian does not mean going to a party and dancing to some beautiful music while wearing your own attire. It is much more than that. It's about loving one another and helping your brother, no matter the choice made by their ancestors. Thank you.